This is quite hot, this mic. Sorry, very hot. You're hot and I'm hot. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Shot. That's what they say when they check the sound. They say, shot, shoot, one, shoot. Just letting you know. And they never count past two either. It's always just 1, 2.
Okay. This is a song I love singing together with Elena, and it's not a happy song, but it's a song we like singing, so hopefully you'll enjoy it. But it's a song called Coffee, Methadone, and Cigarettes. And it's a hell of a way to start a day. Yeah, I know, sounds crazy, huh? But that's how my dad started every day for the last 20 years of his life. Coffee, methadone, cigarettes. My dad was in extreme pain for the last 20 years of his life. His back constantly went out. He was a carpenter for 30 years and he abused his body in more ways than one. But the pain, he died of a broken heart. Physically, he had like 2 aneurysms, about this size, one above his heart, one below his heart, and a leaky valve, and emphysema, and tumors everywhere. But before all that, in 1958, January 2nd, 1958, there was a massive, massive bushfire. Huge bushfire. We get them often in our home, and we're only getting them more often, unfortunately. But back then, a whole community of really good people like yourself went out to fight the fire, and 4 men did not return, and one of those men was my grandfather, John Francis Wiltshire Butler. He perished in that fire, fighting it, and he left behind a widow, Philippa Radomirov, his wife's name was, a Greek-Bulgarian woman he met in Alexandria, Egypt during World War II. She could speak 6 languages. I could speak like half of one. Is that bad? Half. And 8 kids. He left 8 kids behind. The eldest being 10, the youngest being 1. And they lived out in the bush. They lived out, away. It's still a long way away, even now with like modern day transportation. But back then it was like. So you can imagine this Greek-Bulgarian immigrant with 8 children, just lost her husband. And it scarred. It kind of scarred the DNA. It kind of scarred our family tree. And it left scars through all my aunts and uncles. And it left scars in my father. And one morning before he passed away, I was having breakfast at his house. I was cooking breakfast. And I said, "Hey Dad, do you want some food? You want me to cook you an egg?" He said, "No, man. Just let me get started." "Oh, I want an egg. Let me get started." Get started. That's how my dad gets started. I just told you. Pop a methadone, coffee, cigarette. I was like, holy shit, bro. That's a fucking breakfast, man. That's it for breakfast. Yep, that's it. Just a fucking methadone, coffee, and a cigarette. Like, okay. And it stuck with me. And I drove home after that, 3 hours south in Western Australia, very close to a small town called Nannup where my grandfather passed away, and this song just fell out. The song's called Coffee, Methadone, and Cigarettes. towards an Anna town. That greedy thing burned more than the bush down. You can bury the dead and try to forget. You're still waking up with coffee made that don't cigarettes. In the summer of '58, when innocence shattered and broke, the tree, the egg, and this, the breast, the oak. Those thieving flames took my granddad from my pop. And ever since then we've been mending all those scars. But the bandages and ointments ain't done yet. Still waking up with coffee made that don't cigarettes. That broken bird somehow grew with the 7 brothers and sisters moved from the country to the zoo. Between the legacy visits and the boarding schools, yes, he learned to dodge the books, and he learned to dodge the fools. Said he made mistakes, but leaves with no regrets. Still waking up with coffee made for dawn cigarettes. Grandma on Sunday used to eat the chicken neck. She said she wasn't hungry and the kids could have the rest. When those kids grew, they learned just what she'd done. She would go hungry for all of them. She'd go hungry for everyone. Now she's gone and it's sadly in the handbasket. You're still waking up with coffee made for dawn cigarettes. See, my man's got a broken heart. He got a leaky valve and aneurysm, but we trace it back to the start. When that big old fire came towards an Anna town. Well, that greedy thing burned more than the bush down. You can bury the